enlightened individual is referring to the body, he is only seeing it as an obstacle to awakening. But at the same time, he also knows that it is only through the body, by using the body, that you can awaken. When you misunderstand this language, when you don't see this as a device being used by an awakened master to bring your awareness to the unstable nature of the body, you turn it into a rigid philosophy of rejecting the body. That is where we get the idea of body being sinful. Religions have misunderstood, misinterpreted these words literally to condemn the body. While Buddha is simply using this as a device to awaken you. Because how can Buddha see the body as anything other than the extension of the light that he has become, when he can say that you are nothing but your mind? Your life is a dream. Now, how can your body be something so physical, so separate from the quality of your dreaming? In your dreams, you're not seeing your body as a festering wound. You're not dragging your body along. You're not contemplating on the suffering of the body. Your body is just there like a shadow, as a self-image. And it is really not obstructing you from enjoying the pleasures of life. It is, in a way, helping you to channel the experiences from the outside, and it is making it accessible for you. You can smell, you can taste, you can see and hear only through the body. So in your dreaming process, your body is your friend. He is your closest companion, the only thing that is familiar in your dream. While everything is changing around you, your body represents that stable part that you come back to without any uncertainty that you're coming back to yourself. Now, how can Buddha speak about the body as if it is just a physical phenomenon? Death, disease, destruction, constant repair, constant attention, these are all physical qualities. They don't make any sense in the mental realm. Now, that is how you have to understand that interpretation of Buddha's teachings has to be in totality, in context. Who is he talking to? Why is he saying this? Is there any contradiction to what he is saying here? Is there another way of understanding this? Without bringing in this multidimensional understanding, if you just take one statement and cling to it, you will turn it into a dogmatic belief system. That is where religions get their idea of condemning the body, of rejecting the sense pleasures of the body. Look at the body with a sense of loathing, with a sense of hate. Now, how can you use your body? How can you awaken to your highest possibility by condemning the body? Because you have to spend time understanding the body. Rumi says, watch that wound. Wound is the place through which light enters. And according to Buddha here, body is the biggest wound. Body is the wound. And Rumi says, that's where light enters from. What Buddha is saying is, recognize that the body is not your destination. In all these verses, he is only pointing to the fact that you cannot settle in your body. It's a rented house. Sooner or later, you have to vacate. Even if you think you own the house, it is only a matter of time before it starts crumbling. It requires constant attention. It is always falling apart. And whether you want it or not, eventually your ability to repair it cannot be matched with its desire to deteriorate. You will have to give up eventually, and that is when you die. When death is the inevitable nature of the body, how can you cling to it as if it is your permanent dwelling? You don't belong there. You are a brief visitor. Sooner or later, you have to move on. More than pointing out to the impermanent, painful nature of the body, he is pointing to you. He's pointing to the one who's dwelling in that house, who is separate from the body. Far from being life negative and condemning, he's actually exalting the one who's dwelling in the body by comparing him to the body, which is inferior, which is a transitory phenomenon. There's nothing permanent there. When this world is ever ablaze, why this laughter? Why this jubilation? Shrouded in darkness, will you not see the light? It almost seems like Buddha is against laughter. He's against pleasure. Not at all. What he's saying is, look at the nature of reality. The world is ablaze. What does he mean? Everything is burning. What happens when you set something on fire? The form immediately begins to change. If you see a piece of wood burning, let's say a tree burning, initially the form is there. All the branches, all the leaves, everything is there. And then slowly the leaves drop off. The branches begin to melt. And eventually only the trunk is left. Even that is hollow inside. The fire has consumed that tree. But you are holding on to the form. But if you were to just go and try to hold on to that form, you will see there's nothing there. It is just ashes. He's comparing the human body and the world to a burning forest. Something is changing. You can see it all around you. things are not becoming stronger, they're actually becoming weaker. Your mind is not becoming stronger by being in the world. Your body is not becoming stronger. It is actually becoming weaker. It is becoming stiffer. They are moving towards rigidity. And we can see this rigidity at the individual level and at the social level. That lack of flexibility, lack of ability to adapt and adjust, that process of rigidification is what we recognize as death. Eventually, when that rigidity sets in fully, you know and recognize it as death. Buddha is not condemning the body. He is asking you to see the truth of the body. The only thing he's saying is, it is not your permanent dwelling. And you are not your body. He's asking you to watch it. He's asking you to watch the blaze. That means he is also saying that you are not a blaze. You are not burning. You are separate from the body. He's not against pleasure. He's not against laughter. He's seeing it as impermanence. The idea of impermanence is one of the fundamental philosophies of Buddha. He constantly reminds you to recognize the impermanence of the phenomena of life. And that is how he woke up from the slumber of life. One moment, he was totally lost in the pleasures of life. He was enjoying the company of beautiful women. He was dancing with them. He was drinking with them. And then when they got tired, they fell asleep. And it is said that Buddha woke up in the middle of the night to see these ladies fallen as if they are dead. Some of them with their mouths open, some of them snoring, totally unaware of their beautiful bodies. Just a few moments before, they were graceful, they were enjoying, they were singing, they are laughing. Now, the same body, those beautiful bodies that they have adorned and taken care, they've just thrown it on the floor. There are some insects buzzing. They are drunk, they are unconscious. That impermanent nature of the body unable to hold on to any experience permanently. It has no control over the experiences it wants to have, because it is asleep. That is what he means when he says the world is ever ablaze. It is deeply lost in sleep. And Buddha uses these words because that is the context in which he has understood awakening. Because the obstacle for him was the pleasures of life, all the comforts of life, and which was very closely connected to the body. Throughout his life, the emphasis was on the body, sense pleasures of the body. What else is the son of a prince doing in his early adolescent years, if not for glorifying his body. All the respect that he's getting, all the love he's getting, all the attention he's getting, it's all surrounding the body. Nobody cares whether he's intelligent or not. Nobody cares whether he's aware of himself or not. They are coming to him because he's the son of a prince, and all the luxuries and all the comforts he's getting is because of that image. In a single moment, when this beautiful image shatters, when he sees pain, when he sees suffering, when he sees death, when he sees these beautiful women fallen in total unawareness of their beautiful bodies, he sees the other side of life. The side of life that he was shielded from. That contrast, all that shielding provided the perfect backdrop for him to see life for what it is. It is a condition that has to be transcended.